Okay children, good evening all of you. Welcome back to the online session. Today we are going further with the second part on inverse trigonometric functions, that MCQ 02. Now remember one thing, I had posted a special video. I hope most of you had seen it. Most of you had seen those lectures, seen those videos as a foundation to build up the your approach towards the MCQs on inverse trigonometric functions. Definitely there are some typical questions which are a little bit tricky, but most of the questions are the same questions what you have done in subjective approach. I will prove my point today as we go on. These are exactly the ISE board sums what I am placing out today. So I really want you to have a very thorough and a detailed look on the solution for every particular sum which I am doing. At the same time, I don't want you to copy at all anything from the notes, but if in case you feel that you should note down the sum and write down the solution, you go ahead with that. Okay. So anyway, coming to a point, let us begin with the first question on inverse trigonometric functions for MCQ 02. But before that, children, remember one thing, 2 points which I want to share with you is whatever is a very important part to be kept in mind, that I will just share with you, and then we will go with the question. So what is the first part? I don't want to share much. So I know that sine inverse x, the domain is nothing but minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, right? Then sine inverse x, then tan inverse x is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. I am talking about the domain. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, then sorry, not domain, principal value range, principal value branch. Okay, I am talking about principal value branch. So sine inverse x is minus pi by 2 to tan inverse x. Cosec inverse x, it is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except 0. Okay. Similarly, you have the other ratios, cos inverse x, cot inverse x and sec inverse x. Same way here, cos inverse x, it is nothing but from 0 to pi. I am talking about the principal value. So whenever any angle you get, that has to be within the principal values. 0 to pi, this is open interval 0 to pi, this is again 0 to pi except pi by 2. Keep that in mind. These are nothing but some basic principal values of sine inverse, tan inverse, cosec inverse, cos inverse. Second thing, sine inverse of minus x, tan inverse of minus x, sine inverse, cosec inverse of minus x, same set, is all minus sine inverse x minus tan inverse x minus cosec inverse x. Keep that in mind. Now I extend my work. Cos inverse of minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Similarly, cot inverse of minus x is nothing but pi minus cot inverse x. Similarly, sec inverse is equal to pi minus sec inverse x. Keep that in mind. So this is the pattern, this is the way we work off it, and please pay attention now. If you remember this, most of the questions I think we should be able to solve on our own. So if you have observed, if you have watched all the videos which I shared with you, I mean to say the latest, the foundation building video for MCQs, I think that really clears lot of, as far as my observation is concerned, it clears really lot of observations. Okay. So let us start with this wonderful part of topic now. So remember one thing, I will be moving quickly as I finish with the solving of the solution or giving the solution of this particular thing, and then we will see how we go about it. Okay. Now remember, in all the case sine inverse x and cos inverse x, principal value is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, sine inverse x, and cos inverse x is 0 to pi. But when it comes to domain, it is minus 1 to 1. Anyway, coming to a point, let us begin with this wonderful lecture here. Here we go with the first session. What is that? Let us see. The first question says domain of function sine inverse of root of x minus 1. Now remember one thing, the domain here, if this is the domain, remember normally the domain is between minus 1 and plus 1. Agree or not? The domain for sine inverse, remember the domain for sine inverse x is nothing but x is greater than equal to minus 1 less than equal to 1. Everybody knows this up, right? Now the point is this x has been replaced by root of x minus 1, right? This x has been replaced by root of x minus 1. So it is like this, root of x minus 1 less than equal to 1. Now I need not, if I square, this will become 1 and this will become 1. So I need not look at this point. So if I square, what will happen? This will become x minus 1 less than equal to 1. So this will become x will be less than equal to 2, right? But definitely as it is square root of x minus 1, the number here will be greater than minus 1. It will be greater than 1. Why greater than 1? Because root of negative number is not defined. Correct or not? So I got this less than 2, less than equal to 2. So among all these options you can see here, this is the possible option. But when I say that I have to see the lower value also, so when I look at the middle part, it is root of this thing, that means x minus 1 has to be greater than what? Greater than 1. Greater than equal to 1. Why? Because if I put 0, root of minus 1 will not be defined. Correct? So greater than, so x is greater than equal to 1. So x is greater than equal to 1. So what is the answer here? 1 comma 2. I mean to say D is the option. So this is replaced, this x is replaced by root of x minus 1. So in place of x, put root of x minus 1 and then proceed with the question. So my option here is nothing but B. I hope you got this point clear. Let us take the next question now. Okay. Same way, same thing, sine inverse x square minus 4. Now it's a big chunk given to you. Now sine inverse, once again I want to tell you what is the domain of sine inverse x. X is greater than equal to minus 1 less than equal to 1. Agree? The domain of the inverse function is greater than equal to minus 1 less than equal to 1. Now this is replaced by x square minus 4. So from here I can say x square minus 4 greater than equal to minus 1 less than equal to 1. Don't think too much. Roughly you have to estimate what can be the solution. Okay. So if it's a quadratic, you know inequalities, I want to find the range. Now just a minute. If I equate these two, so what will happen now? Pay attention, this minus 1 plus 3 greater than equal to x square, right? And this will become x square minus 4 dil mange more less than equal to 1. So okay, I just want to clear this up properly to you. I'll write it properly. Now what I am going to do is, pay attention, I will compare this and this. So what will happen? Minus 1 less than equal to x square minus 4 and x square minus 4 less than equal to 1. Now what happens if those gives 3 less than equal to x square? Here x square less than equal to 5. So x is equal to plus or minus root 3. X is greater than equal to plus or minus root 3. Here x is less than equal to what? Plus or minus root 5. Now look at the option here. Look at the option here. So if there is a plus sign, there will be a plus sign over here. Plus root 3 to plus root 5. Plus root 3 plus root 5. Minus root 3 minus root 5. Minus root 3 minus root 5. So I believe if you look, because here it is minus 5 minus 5 minus root 5 minus root 3 and this is root 3 root 5. Intersection kabhi nahi hota hai. Because it's all set of values, so that's why union has to be there. So basically this is the option for me. So I believe from here I can generate this part clearly. That is nothing but, if you feel you cannot do it, very simple to understand here. X is greater than positive root 3 less than positive root 5. So the common region will be root 3, root 5, from root 3 to root 5, close interval, and minus 5, minus root 5, minus root 3, right? Okay, so this is the way we work. So D option will be the right option for me. D option will be the right option for me. Okay, I hope you got this point clear. So be careful whenever domain happens to be, this is the benchmark. Now this is for sine wave, cos inverse x also domain is same thing. Cos inverse x is also, the domain is minus 1 to plus 1 only. Keep that in mind. Okay, remember this. Hello, you are getting it now? Yes. Next one. The domain of the function. Now look at the function. Again, now this is a combined function. What is the difference between this sum and the previous sum? What is the difference between, in this sum they had given one single term, so I can compare it directly with x and try to work out. But in this case, whenever there are two functions, the common domain will be the domain for this particular function. So sine 2x, this is normal trigonometric function. If you remember the trigonometric function, the graph moves like this and it goes like this. That means all real numbers, that is the domain of this is minus infinity to plus infinity. Do you agree with this? Right. Now I am talking about cos inverse ka domain. What is the cos inverse ka domain? Everybody knows, for cos inverse x, the domain is nothing but x greater than equal to minus 1, less than equal to 1. Just now I showed you. But this x is replaced by what? 2x. So I can say here, that is 2x greater than equal to minus 1, less than equal to 1. So what happens, guys? I have a working done. Just see. So this will become minus, I am dividing by 2. Minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. I am comparing. This I am comparing, this I am comparing. So minus half to half. Look at the option. Now see, minus infinity to plus infinity is for this. And for this, it is minus half to plus half. Tell me if this is for sine and this is for cos. Which is the common one? The common one is this. That is minus half to half. So whenever you have a combination function, remember this, you find the domain of each and the union or intersection of those will be the domain for combined function over there. I hope you got this point clear. So minus half to half will be the domain. So here in this case the option will be A. Okay, in the previous case the option will be D. So very simple, very logical, not mechanical at all. Now this question, I want to look at this particular question there. This is sine of pi by 2 minus sine inverse of minus root 3 by d. I have really nothing to worry about this question. I will just understand this. Sine inverse of minus x is minus. Minus of minus will become plus. I can work out that way also, right? But I have to be careful about it. I will just write the some question here. Sine of, what is this sine of? This is sine of pi by 2 minus sine inverse of minus root 3 by 2. Now don't get confused. Okay, I will tell you. They are not asking you principal value, they are just asking you to simplify. So even if you have a subjective answer knowledge, you can solve it very easily. First, sine inverse of minus is what? Minus only. So sine inverse of minus, minus of minus become plus. So this will become sine of pi by 2 plus sine inverse root 3 by 2. I think everybody is aware of this. Sine, this inverse ratio is an angle. Everybody knows any inverse ratio is an angle. Sine 90 plus theta. Now second quadrant. So sine 90 plus theta. Sine 90 plus theta is what? Cos theta. Am I right? Sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. Okay, that way also you can do it. Sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. Okay. Cos theta. So cos of this will become sine inverse root 3 upon 2. Now cos and cos inverse has to be compatible, correct or not? So what I will do, I will draw a right angle triangle here. Everybody knows this is sine ratio. So sine ratio is opposite upon hypotenuse. So what is the missing side? 1. So now I have to write cos of, this will become cos inverse what? 1 upon 2. Adjacent upon hypotenuse. This is my raised angle, right? So cos inverse. So what is the answer? Half. Is there any half option there? A. Let me confirm because I have a doubt in this question. Absolutely right. My answer is half. That is A is the option. So basically here we don't need any principal knowledge, any principal value, not basic foundation, nothing. It is just simple working. Sine, first remove this. I had given you this sine inverse of minus. Oh, I rubbed it off. So remember those formulas which I gave you in the beginning. Okay. Now here I will just mention this out so that you come to know. Sine inverse of minus x is minus sine inverse x. Keep that in mind. Okay. So sine inverse of minus x I wrote minus. So minus of minus will become plus. So sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. But cos and sine inverse are not compatible. So I use the right angle triangle because I have to change inside the cos inverse format. And cos of cos inverse half is nothing but half, and half is the option given here right away. So just it's not panicky situation. You have to just understand how we really go and how we really understand this up in the way we like it. Okay. So Siddharth, are you there? Siddharth Holkar, are you there? Siddharth, I am sorry I did not see your message here. Are you there, Siddharth? Good morning. Okay. Next question, let us take it up. Principal value. Now never panic about principal value. I told you what is this is a sine inverse function. What is the principal value? It should be between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. In between, from minus pi by 2 pi by 2. So can you just tell me? Can you tell me now what happens with this? Come on, I give you 5 minutes. You know how to deal with this question now quickly. Hurry up. Okay. First, always sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So, okay, I'll just try to work out with you. This is nothing but sine of, say, it is minus 10 pi upon 3. Okay. Now, see, sine inverse of sine x is x only. But when I write x, that has to come in between. Or in between means from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, any value it has to come. But I think 10 pi by 3, 60, it is around 600 plus. So I can't deal with it, minus 600 plus. So this will be this side. So you can't have sine inverse of sine x, don't write directly x. You have to do some adjustment and bring that angle between the principal value. Remember this, that's why they are asking you find the principal value of this, not a direct working. So first thing, sine of minus theta, I know what to do. Sine inverse of, I can write minus, sine of minus theta is sine of, say, 10 pi upon 3. I think this is very clear. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta, everybody knows. Okay. Now this part, this angle you have to play with, other things will fall in line, don't worry about it. This angle. So first you try to find an equivalent angle for this. So what I can do is sine inverse minus sine, keep it as it is. This portion, remember, if you remember, we are done in class 11, n pi sine of 180 plus or minus theta, then 360 plus or minus theta, the ratio remains the same. Then n pi plus or minus theta, you ignore the n, correct or not? So what I can do here is, I want 10 pi by 3. So think properly and can you work out? Can you write here 3 pi plus pi by 3? Why I am doing this? Because this angle doesn't come within the principal value, otherwise I would have taken it directly the answer, right? 3 pi plus pi by 3, make it positive first and then deal with it. Now 3 pi plus pi by 3, yes, why? Because see, n number, n pi, n doesn't matter. Pi plus theta, hello, pi plus theta, I really don't know what is the answer here. It can be pi by 3 or minus pi by 3, God only knows whether I am right or wrong. So anyway, 3 pi plus theta, now look at this, 3 pi, so n pi, 3 goes 3, I mean to the multiple, you ignore it. So pi plus pi by 3 is third quadrant. So minus of minus will become positive. So I hope you're getting this point. So what will happen now? This will become sine inverse of sine. What? Pi by 3. But I have a doubt whether pi by 3 definitely comes between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this is the right answer. But I have a doubt. Let me confirm whether it's minus pi by 3 or pi by 2. Is sum number 5? Pi by 3. Absolutely right. So this is the working there. Please remember how I get the principal value. Let me just tell you once again. This sign of negative, I wrote minus sign. Don't worry about this negative sign. Remove that and then we will bring that again into the picture. Then we can bring that again into the picture. Now once you get this positive angle, this doesn't come in between this. So that's why you have to do some adjustments here. In terms of multiples of pi. Why? Because 3 pi, n pi, 3 pi plus pi by 3. If you see this angle here, this will be between this. And n pi, n doesn't matter for us. The number of rotation doesn't matter. Right or not? So 3 pi, n pi. So pi plus pi by 3 out, clear. So pi plus pi by 3 is what? Forget this. 180 plus theta, second quadrant, third quadrant. So sine of 180 plus theta is negative. Minus of minus will become plus. That minus goes out. Sine theta. So sine inverse of sine becomes compatible. And this pi by 3 belongs to what? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's why this I can call as a principal value and not this. Did you understand this point? Okay, simple working. Don't be in a hurry. Just work out the way you like. Oh God, this principal value sum doesn't end only. That's why I am suggesting that. Just look at the principal value. Now, this is again sine inverse. So sine inverse sine inverse x ka principal value. What is the sine inverse x ka principal value? It is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That's why in the beginning I had given you some solid information on that. I think you will trust me on that issue, right? So sine inverse of cos. Now let me write that question there. So sine inverse of cos of 43 pi upon 5. I have really no way of looking at this, because even though I write sine 90 minus theta, this theta is much beyond pi by 2. So I will do some adjustment. If you find the LCM, it will get me the same thing. 5 8s are 40, right? 40 plus 3, 43 pi. Now you might ask me, sir, how you are thinking so fast? It's not I am thinking fast. What I am thinking is, this is 5 8s are 40, so 8 pi plus something. So 8 pi plus something, I got it directly. 3 pi plus 5. Okay, now hold on. Now 3 pi upon 5, what is the value? I want to check, please. Now 3 pi upon 5. Now see, 3 into 180 upon 5. So 5 3s are 15, 5 6 are 3 6 are 18, 3 3s are 9, 10, 108. Still this 108 doesn't come to me, doesn't come in the principal value. So I have to do some more adjustments. It will be positive now, because it is n multiple of pi. So you can say 2 pi. 360 plus theta is first quadrant. 360 plus theta is first quadrant. See, it is like this. It is 8 pi plus 3 pi upon 5. So I can say this is nothing but what? 4 into 2 pi plus 3 pi upon 5. So 360 pi, you have to see the effect of the sign. But 2 pi means what? One complete rotation comes back to the original position. This 4 you have to ignore. So 360 plus or minus theta is first quadrant, is positive. So this will be sine inverse. So here only I am doing it. Here inverse cos of 3 pi upon 5. Now wait, don't jump the gun. Sine inverse and sine. See, 3 pi upon 5 doesn't come in the principal value, that is of sine inverse, minus pi by. So I will just break it up. So I can do one thing. This I can write sine inverse of sine of 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta. So sine inverse of sine goes. What remains here? This will be pi by 2 minus 3 pi upon 5. So now let me see whether I am getting it. So what will happen now here is LCM is 10. 2 5s are 10. 5 pi minus 6 pi. So answer is minus pi upon 10 and not pi upon 10. So here itself you can solve it out instead of going a longer way. Okay, I hope you got this point. There was some message of the sign, something is went wrong. Otherwise, I think that working also was done for us. It was okay, no problem at all. Remember this 360 plus or minus theta, whatever n times 360 plus or 2 pi. Okay, see which quadrant it belongs to. Now, whenever 180 you check also what quadrant it belongs to. But it is 8 into 180. You don't ignore the 8 when it is only pi. When it is 2 pi, then you can ignore this n. Keep that in mind. Okay. So it's a simple way of just recollecting your this thing. So in this case, my option is nothing but D. Okay. See, when I show the solution, no, it becomes everybody is comfortable. Ha, are aata hai. It's not that. But what I suggest is I'll be sharing these notes with you. But I would like to just see the question and try it on your own, because again and again you do the same sum, behind your concept is slowly developing. Remember this. Okay. For MCQ you have to keep in mind. The next part, sine inverse of cos x equals to, now this is something, a different question there, is valid for. Okay. Now when I say is valid for, that means there, if you look at this, all these particular values, they are asking the x value. The x value will stand where? They are asking you the x value will stand where. Now that you have to keep in mind. This is sine inverse of something. Now when I say sine inverse of something, that means it has to be between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Agree or not? The principal value I am talking about. The principal value. Right? But what happened now? This is pi by 2 minus x, right or not? So this x is replaced by what? Pi by 2 minus x. So what will happen? I can do like this, minus pi by 2, pi by 2 minus, I am giving some shortcuts and different methods. Might be some other teacher can show you a different way. Less than equal to pi by 2. Now socho और बाद में करो, ठीक है? Now see, I just equate these two separately. So this I can write as minus pi by 2 less than equal to pi by 2 minus x, because all are they asking the x value. That's why I am build up and focusing on the principal value. Based on this, this is replaced by this, because pi by 2 minus x is valid for what? So in place of x, if pi by 2 minus x happens to be there, what is the point? Okay, that's the message. So now in this case I can write this also, pi by 2 minus x less than equal to pi by 2. ठीक है. Now let me just solve. अगर मैंने x को इधर ले लिया, this will become what? Pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus pi 2 pi by 2 is pi. Right? I think I am okay with that. I don't know. Let me see. Okay. Now in this case, if I take x this side, pi by 2 minus pi by 2, so x is greater than 0. So can you combine these two? So here if you, this is x, sorry. So x is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to pi. Is there any answer from 0 to pi? O, B. But let me confirm the answer there. The 7th question is 100% B. So that is B is the answer. So see, they are telling this is valid for what? Okay, so you might think I replace, because it is a sine inverse ratio. The angle, the x is the angle. The x is the angle. So x is what? The angle. So what I mean to say, that x angle for inverse ratio of sine has to be from minus pi by 2 pi by 2. That's what I wrote here. Principal value of sine inverse. Principal value branch of sine inverse. But this x, if this pi by 2 minus x comes into picture, what happens? That's the big game. So this wording you keep in mind. This is a very exclusive sum. This is a very exclusive sum. It doesn't come in general format. Same wording, same everything. Just follow this basic thing, replace by this, and then work out this way. So this is where you open your thoughts. Okay? I hope you understood what I am trying to say. Next question. This is, I really don't know, but this was one of the very few questions which I felt that really it should come for the exam. Okay? What is this question was? See this question, sine inverse x, okay, just see, plus sine inverse y is equal to 2 pi by 3. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. They are asking you something else only. They are asking you find cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. अरे भैया sin inverse x और y से डील कर नहीं सकता हूं तो cos inverse कहां से आएगा? Cos inverse कहां से आएगा? Now what I am trying to do is I will work out something. I have, if you remember one formula, which I long back generated, you know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2, correct or not? Right. So from here, for sine inverse x I can write as pi by 2 minus cos inverse x, because it will give me cos inverse x, plus similarly sine inverse y I can write as pi by 2 minus cos inverse y I can write from the standard formula. Sin inverse y plus cos inverse y is also pi by 2, no? Right, which is equal to what? 2 pi by 3. This they are asking cos inverse. Now pi by 2 plus pi by 2, look at this, pi by 2, 90 plus 90 is pi. Take minus sign outside, this will become cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to 2 pi upon 3. Khatam. I want cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. So if you have this formula in your mind, because from sin inverse x I can get cos inverse x by using this formula. From sin inverse y I can get cos inverse y by using this formula. So shift it that side. So pi minus 2 pi by 3 is equal to cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. My game changes. 3 pi minus 2 pi, answer is pi by 3. So just check whether you have this answer up. Pi by 3 है क्या कहां पर? अरे है ना बाबा. C. So C option is the right option. Okay, let me confirm this. 8th sum. C option is absolutely right answer. So it's not a difficult question. I might be going a little bit faster, but I'm just trying to clear the thinking at you all and the solution. I will share this solution with you all, don't worry about it, but I don't want to just follow it up. You have to try it on your own and then you look at the solution. Next, tan inverse phi minus, okay, this is it is a very bloody nutty sum. Okay, now remember, normally I will just tell you, it is like this, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. I think we know the formula. It is tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Now in this case, only when xy is less than 1, you apply this formula. Okay, but in other cases, now you know what I will tell you, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is pi plus tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Now when you do this, when x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, okay, in this case I apply and add this pi to this formula. That's what my message was. You know why? Because this was a natural number which immediately strike my head. See, I'll just write this. See, it is like this. I will show you. This was tan inverse phi plus tan inverse 3, this minus cot inverse x is tan inverse, you can write here as 7 by 4, okay, ulta, cot reverse of tan. So if you look at this two things, tan inverse phi plus tan inverse 3, what you understand from here, this is more than x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0. So you have to use this formula, pi plus. Otherwise in all the cases you use this formula. It's the same formula, just add pi. So here I can say this is pi plus tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Okay, hold on, minus tan inverse 7 by 4. I don't have to work much on this. Now look carefully, this is pi plus, this will become tan inverse, this will become 8 upon minus 14. 2 4s are 8, 2 7s are 14. So it will become minus 4 upon 7 minus tan inverse 7 by 4. Now I told you in the beginning, tan inverse of minus x. What is tan inverse of minus x? It is minus tan inverse x. You can remove that. So tan inverse of minus x is, take this minus this side. So this will become pi minus tan inverse 4 by 7 minus tan inverse 7 by 4. So if I take minus common, this will become again the working like this, tan inverse 4 by 7 plus tan inverse 7 by 4. Now what is going to happen? Let us see this part. Okay, so I will just solve it this way. Okay, now I'll just remove this part. Okay, so I'll just go ahead with this part. Okay, now looks like this is the working. Okay, now this is pi. Okay, minus this is tan inverse. Hold on, this is tan inverse x plus tan inverse. Now look, this is the first formula, because in this case xy becomes less than 1. 4 4 7 7 less than equal to 1. So it becomes undefined, by the way, when you solve it. Let us see. See, this will become what? 4 by 7 plus 7 by 4 upon 1 minus 4 by 7 into 7 by 4. So what happens? This will become pi minus tan inverse of something upon 0. So this is nothing but pi minus tan inverse infinity. Whose value of tan is infinity? Pi by 2. So pi minus pi by 2, so is nothing but pi by 2. So that's what simplification is. Oh, pi by 2, you're getting the answer here, B. So B is the option. So this part is very, very important. Remember this rule, and accordingly you work out on that. Okay, because, and it strike me, honestly I'll tell you, it strike me, because I never thought about this formula. Why, you know? Because I can see this is a natural number greater than 1. 5, a big chunk. If it is normally in all the textbook sums, what we did was it was less than 1, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, like that. But in this case, the whole number, and it is greater than 1. So I believe, look at this, x is greater than 0, y greater than 0, just add pi to this. This is a very, very important scenario which you have to keep in mind. Okay, now one more method of knowing this, when to add pi, I will tell you. Think that you forgotten, you just apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So you solved it. When you get a minus inside now, in terms of tan inverse or sine inverse or something like that, you just put pi over here. You just put pi. And tan inverse of minus x is what? Minus tan inverse x. So minus minus, I took minus common, and then I applied the normal formula. You see, 4 upon 7, 7 upon 4. 4 upon 7 is less than 1. So anything xy is greater less than 1. So in short, you can see it will cancel, and I know it is infinity, so I could really go and kill the sum carefully. So this is the way you work out. So let me just confirm the answer for this. The 9th question here is nothing but pi upon 2. Okay, great, I am done. Next question. Oh, okay, now it's not a difficult one. Now I just want to have a look at this question. Cot of cos inverse 7 upon 25. Think over it and tell me what you will do. See, there is no principal value, they are just asking you to simplify. So can I do a right angle triangle in my case? This is the cos ratio. Cos is adjacent hypotenuse. By Pythagoras theorem, this will be 24. Now outside is cot. I want inside cot inverse. So cot of cot inverse. See, principal value and all those things you happen only when angle is concerned. There is no question of angle, they are values. So deal with the values in terms of right angle triangle. Right? So cot inverse. Cot is what? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. 7 upon 24. So I got the working done. So cot of cot inverse gets out. So 7 upon 24. Compatible. So 7 upon 24. Just check any answer is there. 7 upon 24. C. Oh, lovely. C is the answer there. So C is the answer. So just have a look at this question there. Let me confirm that C is absolutely right. Is absolutely right. Okay, I hope you got this message clear. Check on please 1 minute clear. Fast. Okay. Next. So sometimes this value based sums are also there many times. So it's not that you have to really think on something else. Now look at this. Look at this. The value of tan of 2 sine inverse 1 by root 3. So it's a really tough task for me. 2 sine inverse 1 by root 3. What to do? What to do? What to do? Okay, let me just write down and let me see what tan of. This is 2 sine inverse 1 by root 3. Okay. Now I'll just put a line here. I'll just work out. see, there is no principal value, so it's just normal simplification. Okay. Now everybody knows 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. I think this everybody knows. Two tan inverse x is tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square. Correct or not? Now, because you know why I did that? Because अगर ये tan inverse में convert होता है, so I can use that tan inverse formula. So tan of tan inverse becomes compatible. That's the idea behind it. So एक काम करते हैं हम लोग. Let me just draw a right angle triangle and try to work out this sum. Okay. So ये sine ratio हो गया. Sine is what? Opposite upon hypotenuse. So ये 1 हो जाएगा. ये √3 हो जाएगा. For this angle, of course. Okay. Opposite upon hypotenuse. Now by Pythagoras theorem, what will come here? क्या आएगा इधर? √2. By Pythagoras theorem, there will be √2. Anyway, now don't jump the gun. First, I'll convert this into tan inverse because 2 tan inverse x I have the formula. So tan of now hold on, see 2 sine inverse 1 by √3. I can write tan inverse. Tan is what? Opposite upon adjacent, 1 upon √2. हा मजा आ गया, मुझे बहुत मजा आ गया. तो अब बच्चे लोग देखिए 2 tan inverse x I can convert using this formula. So what will happen now? This I can say tan of 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse 2x upon, not full upon 1 minus x square. What is my x here? 1 upon √2. So 1 upon 2. Check it, what happens. तो अब एक काम करते हैं हम लोग, इसको सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं. ये tan हो जाएगा, ये tan इनवर्स हो जाएगा एज इट इज. नाउ यहां पे जो सॉल्विंग आएगा ये हो जाएगा 2 अपॉन √2 अपॉन 1 माइनस हाफ विल बी हाफ. I am not doing anything about the advanced knowledge which I had given you. I am just sticking to my basic what my teacher has taught me. So I think I am fine. Denominator of denominator will go to the numerator. Okay, by the way, what I can do is this √2, see this is as it is. This 2 and √2 get cancelled. This will be √2 upon half. So this will go up. So this will be tan inverse 2 √2. So tan of tan inverse becomes compatible. So what is the output? 2 √2 is the answer. 2 √2 है क्या? है. बट मेरे को कंफर्म करने दो आंसर को. 2 √2 है क्या? है. 2 √2. वाह. A is the answer. Not difficult. You have to really think and be workable on this. Be pleasant and just approachable. Keep that in mind. Okay, got the message clear? So इनवर्स में इतना दम नहीं है. देखो थोड़ा आप सम्स भी फटाफट कर रहे हो. Correct or not? I hope. Right? Next one. Oh God. Again, value based sums. I have no issue at all. Simple working. Let us see this. So this will become tan of sec inverse 2 whole square. Because it is tan square theta. Na? This is the angle. Tan square theta. I can write tan theta whole square. Plus, I am just making my work easier. This is cot of cosec inverse 3 whole square. ठीक है? अब I will show you. Can you do a right angle? Can you draw a right angle triangle here? This is sec ratio. Sec is reverse of cos. This is 2 upon 1. Right? Everybody knows that. Sec is reverse of cos. Cos is what? Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Sec will be hypotenuse upon adjacent. So for this angle it will be 2 and 1. By this thing 4 minus 1. So this will be √3. Right? Similarly here also, because it's a value based sum, I am going ahead with this. This is 3 upon 1. Cosec is reverse of sine. Hypotenuse upon opposite. So this is 1, this is 3. So by Pythagoras theorem, what will happen now? 9 minus 1. This is 2 √2. Am I right? 1 square is 1 plus 2 √2 is 4 into 2, 8. Yes, thumbs up. अरे डोंट डू, ओके, लेट अस सी व्हाट हैपेंस, मजा आ जाएगा। अब अंदर आ जाइए इधर, लुक एट दिस, this will be tan of, I will convert this into tan inverse. Now look at the right angle triangle. Tan inverse is what? Opposite upon adjacent. So root 3 upon 1. So this is whole square. Plus cot of. From here I can convert to cot inverse. Cot क्या हो गया? See, cot is adjacent upon 2 root 2 upon 1. So 2 root 2 whole square. ठीक है, मजा आ गया। tan of tan inverse becomes compatible woes of, so root 3 square plus 2 root 2 square. तो देखो क्या बनता है इधर, root 3 square will become 3 and this will become 8. So what is the answer? 11. 11 है क्या, देखिए यहाँ पर 5, 11, 13, 15. तो 5, 11, 13, 15 मेरे हाथ बस की बात है, मेरे बस की बात है 11. तो ऑप्शन इज बी। बाय द वे उसने 6 टाइप किया है, गॉड ओनली नोज व्हाई डिड दैट, इट इज बी ऑप्शन। सो दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन। सो सिंपल वर्किंग होता है इसमें, whenever you have a straightforward value question here, just go with the right angle triangle and try to bulldoze, because value based मतलब वैल्यू ही आएगा ना। एंड लुक एट द ऑप्शन, वैल्यूज दिया है, एंगल्स नहीं दिया है, प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू, ये सब कब हमें सोचना पड़ता है, जब वो एंगल के फॉर्मेट में आंसर होता है, राइट। एनीवे, नाउ इट्स नॉट बेस्ड ऑन दैट ओनली, इट्स बेस्ड ऑन द क्वेश्चन, अदरवाइज you will say that I have said that this is universal. Let's take the next question. Now this is something very tough. I won't say tough, but a nice question. अगर तुमने सोचा नहीं ठीक से ना, तो तुम्हारे तो प्रॉब्लम में आने का चांसेस ज्यादा है इसके अंदर। सो व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन, व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, होल्ड ऑन, लेट मी सी दे हैड गिवन 4 ऑफ साइन इनवर्स x प्लस कॉस इनवर्स x इज इक्वल टू पाई। ठीक है, चलो कोई बात नहीं, उन्होंने सब वैल्यूज में दिया है तो इसका वैल्यू आने चाहिए कुछ, तो दैट्स द पॉइंट। तो मुझे अब याद है, just few sums before I had used the formula for sin inverse x plus cos inverse x. Why I am doing this? So that मैं simplify कर सकूं फंक्शन को, मैं simplify कर सकूं फंक्शन को। So that's the reason 4 sin inverse x को आप ऐसे लिख सकते क्या, 3 sin inverse x plus this 4 sin 3 sin plus 1 sin inverse x plus this cos inverse x is equal to pi given to you. अब मुझे बताइए ये sin inverse x plus cos inverse x क्या है, pi by 2. See my idea is what, to simplify this function. So ये हो जाएगा ऐसे, what is this, this is pi by 2 is equal to pi. तो हो गया काम, खाना हजम is equal to pi minus pi by 2 is what, pi by 2. अरे ये 3 तो बाहर का ला है ना, ले ले अंदर, बाहर वाला है ले ले अंदर। So this will become sin inverse x is equal to pi by 6. So x का वैल्यू क्या आ गया इधर, x is sin of pi by 6. तो sin pi by 6 क्या होता है, it is 1 by 2 है, 1 by 2 है, 1 by 2 देखिए देखिए 1 by 2 है। So what is the answer, B option is the right option. Oh sorry, I beg your pardon, कभी कभी एग्जाम में भी ऐसा होता है, you get the correct answer, you choose the wrong one. So don't do that, please remember this, this is nothing but C option is the right option. Okay, now remember this timing we are going to maintain, there is no other option. I had to shift this part, but let us see, I'll just, whenever opportunity is coming, you have a lot of time for MCQs, but at the same time I can't keep doing MCQs. Okay, so please remember I have not got the response for the test series. Okay, there is no update there from the institution which conduct this test series. So I'll be calling them today and working out. Please, I'll just pass on the message to you, and accordingly you take a decision. Quickly let me know, yes or no, whatever it is. Okay, so coming to a point, let us see the next question now. So MCQs में बहुत useful होगा वो test series. That's the reason I'm stressing that let us work on that. ये थोड़ा अलग question है, अलग मतलब इतना अलग नहीं है. They are asking evaluate the value of x. थोड़ा okay. Now what I will do is I'll just try to work out this sum for you. Okay, just a minute. Okay, तो ये सम को ऐसा लिख सकते हैं हम लोग, साइन इनवर्स x प्लस साइन इनवर्स 4/5 You know why? Cosec inverse x. Cosec is reverse of sine. So I can write as sine inverse 1 by x, right? So cosec inverse x is sine inverse 1 by x, so 4 by 5, which is equal to pi by 2 दिया है, pi by 2. ठीक है? बहुत सिंपल वे से तरीका सोचता हूं, मैं सोच रहा हूं. हाँ ठीक है, अभी देखो दिस पाई बाय 2 दिया है, साइन इनवर्स x प्लस, इसको वर्किंग बहुत तरीके से कर सकते हैं हम लोग. तो एक काम करता हूं मैं, सुनो, एक काम करता हूं, इसको मैं इसका सिंपल मेथड से करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं. लेट अस सी. सो साइन इनवर्स x, मुझे x का वैल्यू चाहिए ना, तो इज इक्वल टू पाई बाय 2 माइनस साइन इनवर्स 4 by 5. रिमेंबर एनी इनवर्स रेशियो इज एन एंगल. So what will happen here? I just want you to pay attention now. Look at this. So this will become, x will be is equal to sine of 90 minus theta. Agree? 90 minus theta. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Theta is what? Sine inverse 4 by 5. देखो ना मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है? Right. But cos inverse is compatible not with sine inverse. So if I draw a right angle triangle, what happens here? Sine ratio है, ये 4 है, ये 5 है, ये 3 है. So यहां से अगर आगे जाता हूं मैं, तो x, what will happen here? X will be equal to cos of, can you convert it to cos inverse? Yes, I can write cos inverse. Cos का ratio क्या है? Adjacent upon hypotenuse, 3 upon 5. So cos of cos inverse is compatible. So what is x equals to 3 by 5? है क्या 3 by 5? नहीं है. Oh, we did a mistake there. It is x upon 5, 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 x upon 5. So what is the final answer? 3. देखो ये mistake कभी ना करना. x upon 5 था. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm sorry for that blunder which I had done. The answer did not match. That's why I could look at the solution. So I think x equals to 3 है क्या? Yes, it's there. But let me confirm the answer at my end. 14th question. What is the question? Let me see what is left out. 3 by 5. No doubt about it. 3 by 5 is the right answer for this. There is no issue on this point. So I hope you got this message clear, children. The sums not difficult. It is simple. You have to really think how you really work out with on your own. Okay, please pay attention now. 2 more questions. This question I really don't want to work with you all because आंसर देख के मालूम पड़ जाता है क्या है. अभी ध्यान दीजिए, इनवर्स x का डोमेन का मतलब क्या है? देखो ये इनवर्स फंक्शन है, तो ये ऐसे हो जाता है ना ग्राफ. बट व्हाट आई सेड इन डोमेन, जो माइनस पाई बाय 2 टू पाई बाय 2 ये हो जाता है माइनस पाई बाय, ये प्लस पाई बाय 2 ये हो जाएगा माइनस पाई बाय 2. तो ये हो जाएगा क्या? +1 एंड -1. तो डोमेन थोड़ी होगा, ये तो रॉन्ग ऑप्शन हो गया. नो रेंज को देखो, रेंज क्या है? देखो साइन का जो साइन इनवर्स फंक्शन है, इसका डोमेन क्या होगा? इसके अंदर क्या डोमेन क्या है बताइए? -1 टू +1 टू व्हाट? -π/2 टू π/2. डू यू एग्री विद दिस? बिकॉज ये x एक्सिस में था साइन के फंक्शन में, ये y एक्सिस में चला जाता है. और ये थी, आपको याद होगा जो साइन x को हमने डिफाइन किया था, दिस इज -π/2 टू π/2 टू -1 टू +1. ये साइन का रेशियो है. इनवर्स का क्या होगा? ये इधर आ गया, वो उधर चला गया. तो ये तो डोमेन हो गया ना इनवर्स फंक्शन का, ये तो रेंज हो गया. और यू कैन से प्रिंसिपल वैल्यू ब्रांच. सो डोमेन तो हो रहा है, तो रेंज के ऊपर सब दिया है. देखो, सो साइन इनवर्स x प्लस कॉस इनवर्स x. अभी कॉमन सेंस लगाइए ना, कहां पर देखो ना, साइन इनवर्स x प्लस कॉस इनवर्स x. क्या है ये? 1 आ गया ना इधर. तो कौन सा ज्यादा? 0 टू पाई ये हो ही नहीं सकता, बिकॉज साइन इनवर्स रेशियो है ना. दिस इज -1 टू 1. रेंज ऑफ विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ट्रू दे आर टेलिंग. ये साइन रेशियो दिया है. अरे छोड़ दो ना, देखो इधर साइन इनवर्स x प्लस कॉस इनवर्स x. सी रेंज क्या होता है, आई विल टेल यू. y is equal to fx. So ये जो fx वैल्यू है ना, दिस इज द रेंज. Why? Because this is the image. Domain is the input and range is the output. Everybody knows this. We are studying the function. तो यहाँ पे sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So sin 90 is what? 1 ना. तो जब मैं sin 90 को 1 लिख रहा हूँ, मतलब sin 90 का आउटपुट क्या है? जब मैं x को 90 डालता हूँ, what is the output? sin 90 is 1. So I believe the C option is the right option. I really don't have to think anything more than this. So certain things are very bogus questions these are, but I mean to say bogus not in terms of the level of the understanding. By the student, as a student, definitely there will be some difficulty in understanding. But look at the option. अरे domain तो ये out of question है. This is cos 90. ये इंटरवल में नहीं दिया है, तुमको ध्यान में रखना है. तो इधर बात हो नहीं सकता है, बिकॉज इज द रेंज. देखिए रेंज होगा नहीं ना, डोमेन -1 to +1 है. देखो ना साइन इनवर्स एक्स ये है, फिर कॉस इनवर्स एक्स दोनों में, तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 0 to पाई फॉर कॉस इनवर्स. आई एम नॉट वरीड. तो ये तो आउट ऑफ क्वेश्चन है, रेंज ऑफ कॉस इनवर्स एक्स. सो ये रेंज मतलब आउटपुट हो गया. तो इफ यू सी दिस एंड ट्राई टू वर्क आउट, आई एम गेटिंग 1. I think this makes sensible for me. Only 1, not all real numbers, right? So that's the reason C is the correct option for this. I hope you got this point. Now this is something I really want you to have a look at it. Okay, let us start. So ये दिया है tan inverse of principal value. Principal value तो डरना बिल्कुल नहीं है, बहुत सिंपल होता है. What is the principle of tan inverse of something? It is माइनस ओपन इंटरवल माइनस पाई बाय 2 to पाई बाय 2. अगर ये एंगल इसके अंदर आता है तो डायरेक्टली वही आंसर होता है. बट 3 पाई बाय 5 कितना होता है? 5 is 15, 108 हो जाएगा ना. तो 108 इज बियॉन्ड दिस थिंग. सो दिस वैल्यू यू कैन नॉट टेक. सो मैंने क्या बताया था आपको, आप कुछ कर सकते हो, इसमें कुछ कर सकते हो. सोचिए, यू कैन स्प्लिट दिस एंड राइट दिस बाय एडजस्टमेंट देयर. सो ये देखो क्या हो जाएगा. दिस कैन यू राइट लाइक दिस. क्या कर सकते हो? कैन यू राइट दिस पाई प्लस, नो माइनस हो जाएगा इधर. तो बिकॉज माइनस से ही ये वैल्यू आ जाएगा. पाई -2 पाई अपॉन 5. चेक करो. आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग दिस. सो पाई -2 पाई अपॉन 5 इज 3 पाई अपॉन 5 ना, बिकॉज आई कांट चेंज द क्वेश्चन. करेक्ट और नॉट? अब यहां पे ध्यान में रखना है आप लोगों को. नाउ देखो 2 पाई अपॉन 5. नाउ ये क्या हो जाता है, देखिए इधर. दिस विल बिकम -72. 2 into 360 72 हो जाता है ना. सो 72 इज बिटवीन माइनस पाई एंड पाई. करेक्ट. तो ये वैल्यू करेक्ट है, लेकिन माइनस है क्या पॉजिटिव है वो मुझे देखना है. सो हाउ आई डू? वेरी सिंपल. लुक, 180 माइनस थीटा. सो tan 180 माइनस थीटा is 180 minus second quadrant. So second quadrant tan will be negative. Yes or no? So this will become tan inverse negative tan of 2 pi upon 5. Tan 180 minus theta. Tan 180 minus theta is minus tan theta. Everybody knows this. Second quadrant. Second quadrant, right? So now tan of minus x is minus tan x ना. तो ये माइनस को अंदर लेके जा सकता है मैं. So this will become tan inverse of tan of -2 pi by 5. चेक कर लो ना. Now tan inverse of tan is compatible. What is the answer left out? -2 pi by 5. लेकिन हमको देखना है हर बार ये एंगल जो आता है, it lies in the principal value of this inverse ratio, tan inverse का. So ये definitely it is -72. -72 is comes between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Belongs to. Correct or not? It comes in between. That means my answer is right. So this is the solution. लेकिन हमें solution दिया है क्या -2 by 5? Yes, this is the solution. So I think the option number is B. And let me check it out. 16th one. किधर है भाई? B. Yes, absolutely right. तो डिफिकल्ट कुछ नहीं होता है, इजी होता है सब कुछ. यू हैव टू जस्ट सिट एंड रियली वर्क आउट. वन लास्ट क्वेश्चन आई विल डू. ओके, नाउ लेट अस सी व्हाट आई मीन बाय दैट. लास्ट आप टारगेट कंप्लीट हो जाएगा हमारा. बाकी कुछ नहीं। बहुत ही बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है ये, थोड़ा सा पेचीदा क्वेश्चन। व्हाट दे आर गिवन हियर इज कॉस, जस्ट सी, कॉस दिया है, कॉस ऑफ, सॉरी, cos of sin inverse 2 upon root 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to 0 दिया। ध्यान दिया प्लीज, just pay attention now. Slightly longer sum because they are asking x is equal to, so value based है, so don't have to think about principal value and all those things, forget it. So यहाँ पर cos इधर चला गया, I'm just simplifying this now, 2 upon root 5 plus cos inverse x is nothing but cos inverse 0. So what is cos inverse 0? 1. So sin inverse 2 by root 5 plus cos inverse x is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Okay, मुझे अभी x का वैल्यू चाहिए, बहुत तरीके हैं सॉल्व करने का, okay, बहुत तरीके हैं। Now one of the तरीका would be convert into tan inverse and then apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y formula. Okay, I really don't know, but let me see whether I can work out with that. Okay, or something else you can think of. Okay, let us see. So I'm just drawing the right angle triangle in this case. I'm drawing a right angle triangle in this case because दोनों जगह लगेगा converting in tan inverse, because basically tan inverse is dealing with tan inverse becomes easier for me. That's the reason I'm doing. Otherwise, it's okay. Now look at this. This sine ratio. I am talking about sine ratio is 2, this is root 5, Pythagoras theorem 1, this is cos inverse, this is cos ratio, cos is adjacent upon hypotenuse, I hope I am right. So this will become square root of x square 1 minus x square. 1, last question, just pay attention now, this is square root of 1 minus x square. बहुत simple questions है, देखो बहुत अच्छा लगा questions आज करने को। I think compared to the first MCQ, I felt that you were a little bit uncomfortable. That's why I took that special video. I hope you had gone through. Please go through it because I spent at least 2 hours in making one video. तो बहुत देखना पड़ता है ये वो ये, and then we just render it. उस पे time जाता है and lot of things happens. Okay, so I just wanted to just be that much courtesy and that much respect that work and so. Okay, but believe to me, I am guaranteeing you that you do very good. I will take you with maximum number of sums. Okay, now let us talk about tan inverse. So यहाँ पे मैं tan inverse में अगर ये triangle को convert कर दूँ, so sorry, if I just change this to tan inverse, so this will become what? Tan inverse 2 by 1 प्लस इसको क्या होगा, 2 by 1 ही होगा ना, ऑपोजिट अपॉन एडजेसेंट, तो यहां पे tan इनवर्स ऑपोजिट अपॉन एडजेसेंट हो जाएगा। सो दिस विल बिकम व्हाट, 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर अपॉन एक्स इज इक्वल टू 1 दिया है, इज इक्वल टू 1। तो एक काम कर देंगे हम लोग इसको, ये tan 1 क्या है, ये tan इनवर्स पाई बाय 4 हो गया, करेक्ट, tan इनवर्स पाई बाय 4। Let us see. मुझे I really don't know because pi by 4 में तो आंसर नहीं आने चाहिए. Let me just think over this question. So anyway, coming to a point. Okay, tan inverse. 1 minute. I hope I am not doing any mistake there. Cos inverse 0 is 1, cos 0. Oh God. Whose value of cos is 0? Here it should be 0. Nobody responded. Are you sleeping? Hello, good morning. Where are you all? That's why I just worried what happened to this. Remember cos inverse of 0. Whose value of cos is 0? Cos 90 is 0, right? So यहाँ पे pi by 2 होगा, 1 थोड़ी होगा। तो यहाँ पे पाई बाय 2 होगा। ओके, यहाँ पे तो कन्वर्ट, यहाँ तो कुछ होता नहीं, यहाँ पे पाई बाय 2 होगा, पाई बाय 2। Now I'll get. pi by 2. Okay, now what happens now? This I can say tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy, right, is equal to pi by 2. So tan 90 हो जाएगा. So this will become 2 plus 1 minus x square upon x. Okay, tan 90 is 1 upon 0. Okay, ऐसा कर दूँ क्या इसको? ठीक है, I'm not solving this out. Oh, sorry, I think it is a chalk there. So anyway, this is like this, right? I got it out. Okay, now denominator I'm writing as it is. 1 minus root of 1 minus x square upon x. Okay, I have no issue. Is equal to tan 90. So tan 90 is what? Infinity. So 1 upon 0. If I cross multiply 0 into this is 0, this will go with this. So eventually what is going to happen? Sometimes something troubles you, you will never come out of it. 1 minus x square upon x upon, this will be 1 minus 2 root 1 minus x square upon x equals to 1 upon 0. So now I'll just take it and cross multiply. 0 into this will be 0, and eventually this will be left out with this thing. So 1 is equal to 2 root 1 minus x square root 1 minus x square upon x. I think now I am getting it. So what will happen if I square both the sides? It will be x square is equal to 4 times 1 minus x square, right? So minus 4x square plus x square, which will give you 5x square equal to 4. So x equals to 2 upon root 5. 2 upon root 5, because it has to be positive, otherwise it will not work out. Let me just check whether it's 2 upon root 5 or minus 2 upon root 5, because both options are there. So that I will really check now in this case. 1 second, let me just confirm. This is the last sum, guys. So don't be in a hurry to log out. 2 upon root 5 is absolutely right answer for us, because negative might not satisfy with this. Okay, so I think 2 upon root 5. So answer is 2. So I'm sorry for the last error here. I hope you got this point clear. What I did, tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy, 2 into this. So एक छोटी सी मूंगी भी हाथी को मार सकती है. Small mistake. Okay, remember we had made a good marathon. We ran with a full speed, but when it came to the finishing line, we blundered. That should not have happened. But anyway, it's not a disgrace. Every fall, after every fall, we always rise. Right, children? Okay, thank you very much, children, for being with me. God bless you. See you. Sweet dream. Tomorrow I catch you up. Not tomorrow. Monday I catch you up. But Monday, same time, evening 7:30. Now, hold on. We are going to have the next topic, that is determinants and matrices MCQs we will have. Okay, so I hope relation function is over, inverse trigonometric function is over. I hope you are confident about inverse trigonometric function. Do these sums again and again. I'll share these notes right away with you. Just relax for that. And this thing, what is it? Now what we'll do is continuity and differentiability. Okay, so or determinants and matrices. So we'll finish that first and then we will work out further. Okay, thank you very much, children. God bless you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and really bye and have a nice weekend. Thank you very much. See you then.